I got to add myself to the stage for that to work. Morning. I see 6 of us in here already. Appreciate it. And so Ed's supposed to be joining us. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. He was probably up late again. We'll give it a few minutes here and see what happens. Dix, hello. Good morning to you. I hear you on the getting moving thing. Jimmy P, good morning, sir. We got the old Uncle Smiley in here. Oinky, Silver Creek, Mr. Tommy, how are we doing? Probably going to get a slow roll today. And lack energy. Depths unknown. Hey, Jason, what's going on? Danny V, Benjamin Peters. Hey, Damar, Xana Dude, and Kevin. It's 10 already. Been up for 8 hours. Yeah, you third shifters. That's Ed's curse too. That's why he's never really available in the morning. Hey, Robert, because he hasn't been able to break the cycle. He's up all night and goes to bed in the morning. So it's not really fair to ask him to be here, but I ask anyway. So today, I was thinking just let's talk about Dreamfish. I think wasn't that what I had on here? I think so. I don't even know how to tell. Jenna P, Skitty, what's going on, Skitty? Like, what are your bucket list fish? Do you have any? My hair's a wreck. Squirrel. Monster Fish Girl. Hey, Lori. Girl. Gal. Nano. Hey, Nano. Like what fish? Whether you can make it anything you want, really. I mean, if you want the Asian arowana, even though it's not legal or whatever. But hey, Mike, what's going on? Kalish. Denny. Hello, hello. Merrick. Yeah, so that's just let's talk about fish, baby. M&C, what's going on, dude? Arapaima. Benji's thinking big. You're gonna need a 58,000 gallon pool pond for that. I assume you watch Ohio Fish Rescue. They got a couple in their 58,000 gallon pool. Eric, I can't do it on font, so we'll do it like this. Eric Warrock. Let's see, did I miss anything? Nope. Hi everyone, fish fan. Yeah. Lurking. Kalish is working. Chattanooga. Hey, you're right there.
I was waving and everything.
I swear I was looking. I just didn't look for a minute.
It's all
Hey,
right.
buddy, what's going on?
I'm so sorry. As soon as I was about to sit down to log on, then my dad needed help hanging a door.
Hanging a door.
Yeah, because he had to get a brand new refrigerator yesterday, and they had to take the door off the hinges to get it into his kitchen. And I'm like, I'm just about to do a show. And he said, "Oh, your mother can help me." It's like, my back is spasming now. And we didn't get it hung. So.
Oh, no. So you hurt yourself and it didn't get hung.
Yeah, well, my back is just bad. So, but I think I have an idea how to get it done right.
I could be
Hi,
there. I could
everybody.
be there in 10 hours.
All right. That's awesome. They'll be gone. They're going to Myrtle Beach in 10 hours, before 10 hours.
Well, you and I could hang it. I could hang it.
Oh, that's
How big is this door?
It's just a swinging door. to a kitchen. You know, one of those that you push and it goes.
Oh, one of those guys.
It's all about getting it in the pin that it spins on.
Right. Yeah, I had one of those back in the day. I haven't had one in a while. You bet, Kevin.
Wow, Rack Cross is here.
Who is?
Rack Cross.
No way.
Oh, buddy.
Did I miss Rack?
Well, he just said hello,
look
everybody.
at that, right there. Hey, Rack, what's going on, buddy? I've been really enjoying just putting your bird videos on your lives when you do it. I just kind of let them sit there and play, just to see what kind of feathered friends you bring in.
I was thinking about Rack just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Yep.
Was he in a dream?
No, I really need to figure out how to put my not laces, but my strings on my ukulele that he gave me. He gave me a
Oh,
ukulele that I got to design any way I wanted, and I made it cool, and I just need to put it together.
well, you should get that done.
Yeah, I wonder if it's really hard or not. Maybe I'll just try to
Well, if you're
put it
going to
on
try to
there.
get it in tune and everything, you probably want to bring it to somebody if you don't have that.
He gave me a little electric tuner even.
Oh, really?
I should give that to him after I'm done, though. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry,
Quirky.
Rack.
And then we have Alashon. I saw somebody else here that I didn't recognize. Lumpy. Hey, Lump.
There's Scotty. Lumpy Dog, your rainbows are doing good. And I think about Lumpy Dog every time I feed those. I don't think I ever sent him the money for the shipping.
Uh-oh.
And I wish I had a pen. Okay, I got a marker to remind myself.
Shady Grady. What's going on, Mike? Aquatic Ness. Hey, Ness. I don't see Scotty. How come I can't see Scotty? Oh, there he is right there. I struggle with this whole thing.
It's okay. I seldomly get a chance to look at this thing, so I'm getting to enjoy it. There's Jimmy P.
Jimmy P. He was one of the first ones in, maybe the first one. I think he was.
Wow, that's really unusual for Jimmy P.
Yep, he was.
Normally he's a slow starter.
Yeah, like sometimes he lets other people start for him and then he just wrecks everybody later.
Yeah, he's another guy that lived in Illinois.
Yeah.
We could have had an Illinois army.
Yeah.
An Illinois fish army.
I'm the only one dumb enough to still live here, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Vino, what's going on? It's only for a little while more. So I was
Eric Whiterock. Hi, dude. He's so nice.
The topic for the day is very loose, very, very loose. Just like what's your bucket list fish kind of thing. If you had a choice to get anything you wanted, you know, including the tank, the setup, and everything, what are you looking at?
Oh man, that's really a tough one.
I mean, it doesn't have to be just one. It doesn't have to. I mean, what bucket fish, if really?
Like I have a grail fish that I'm searching for right now.
That's the red, white, and blue guppy, right?
That is like an ultra rare grail because that's almost from my dad because that's what he bred in the 70s, and I thought it'd be fun to breed those again. But hi Oinky. But probably right now the fish I'm going after them are seeking the most. I don't want to pay for them though. I mean, I'm not asking them for free. I'd like to find them in and collect them in Texas. Is Amazon mollies.
Amazon mollies.
And it's not. Have you seen Amazon mollies?
Not off the top of my head, no. I can't. If I did, I don't remember what they are. Hey, Shane.
They're like an ugly little
Miss Dee Dee.
girl Molly. They're like a little brown, ugly Molly,
J-Rock.
or silvery, brown silver Molly. But they're so unique because they almost make clones of themselves instead of giving birth. Oh, well, they give birth, but they can mate. They have to mate with a male Molly, but it can be any other type of Molly because there's no male Amazon Mollies.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird. The females will like be fertilized by any male from any other line of Molly there is, and all the fish will come out as Amazon Mollies. All they need is that sperm to get the egg in motion, but it doesn't take any of the DNA from the sperm. Isn't that bizarre?
That is weird.
And so I'd like to get them more to just like give them to kids for science projects, 6th grade science projects, or things like that. I think it's just a fascinating fish. And they aren't in the Amazon. They're called Amazons because Amazon warriors, the females were Amazons. And you can find them. I thought they were only in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. But it turns out they started the Yucatan, but they go all the way up into Texas.
Oh, really?
So you
they're
can
in
actually
the
find
States.
them in Texas. Yeah. I wonder how much a 3-day fishing pass costs in Texas. How much does a 3-day fishing pass cost in Texas? Watch it cost like $1 million for an out-of-stater.
Hey, Doc, what's going on? I almost missed you coming in.
$30. Oh no, that's for it. No, $30. No, that's Texas residents.
Yep.
We may have problems here. Non-residents, $58.
Wow.
That's a bummer, but it'd be worth it. It'd definitely be worth it.
I don't know if you saw that, but just so you.
Oh, yeah, I need to try to do that sometime.
Depth charge swung by. Hey, buddy.
I've got big plans for my mom and dad are going to go to Myrtle Beach. My sister and brother-in-law are going to pick them up today at 6:00. And they're going to drive halfway there and then the rest of the way tomorrow. And they're going to be there till Thursday. So I've got the place to myself. I'm going to go and buy a giant sized pizza and eat that all weekend long.
But is it good pizza? You have a good pizza place down there?
The best pizza we have in Chattanooga, I think, is probably Marco's Pizza. It's a chain. But Marco's is over 50-minute drive. So I'm just going to go to Papa John's and get the extra large full combo, and I'll ask them to put extra, I'll pay for extra cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll do that.
Are you a sausage fan?
Yes.
We just had and it was just Rosati's, which is another chain, but I got double sausage instead of sausage and bacon or sausage and whatever. I just got double sausage. Man, oh man, was that good?
Oh,
I almost
used
ate a
to
whole
get the
pizza in one
sausage
sitting.
lovers. When I was in college, I would get a sausage lovers pizza at Pizza Hut because they were pretty cheap back then and they were delicious. Oh, Father, I almost called you Father Fish, Dr. Anthony.
Ouch.
You got to grow your beard out a little longer. But you're
No,
so
he shaved
right.
it off. Father Fish doesn't have a beard at all anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now they basically are twins. The East Coast and the West Coast version.
I think I can see him reaching through the screen to grab you by the neck right now.
I know. I can totally picture it. That's from the punches.
Right. what even is good pizza? Well, there's really
Who's
no bad pizza. Well, that's not true. I've had bad pizza,
I
but even bad pizza
I
is edible.
I love thick pizza. And it's weird since I come from St. Louis because they're known for the cracker pizza. Or, well, they call them thin crust. I call it cracker because it's so pathetic.
Mhm.
Have you ever had Emo's Pizza?
Not emos, but I've had there's a place out here right on the Iowa border called Manny's Pizza. Same thing. It's basically like a taco shell almost.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they put I think they use provolone cheese and some other type of weird cheese. Two different bizarre flavored cheeses, which kind of makes it good. But I can eat the whole thing and then still be hungry. But sorry, sorry, Dr. Ant.
Oh, that will never not be funny.
I know. And I don't know what I'm even talking about now because I'm.
The
Oh,
chain
well, I
pizza.
love. Is it Giovanni's?
Giovanni's.
Giovanni's. Every time I go to Chicago, I get one of their pizzas. Except for, I guess, the last time we went, the idiot they changed their call-in thing, so you can't customize your pizza. You
Mm.
have to get their. So I ended up with some other Chicago pizza that was really good. But I love a thick pizza. I like pizza that's that thick. My favorite pizza in the whole world is Pantera. Do you remember Panteras?
Yeah.
Well, there's still individual Panteras that are owned that
Okay.
aren't part of because the franchise is gone or the corporation's gone. Well, there's
Right.
three in St. Louis. There's one in Myrtle Beach, which I'm really jealous that my mom and dad are going to get. But it's about I get what's called the hunk. And if somebody goes online and look up the hunk pizza, or I'll do it. The hunk pizza, it weighs about a pound each slice, maybe 2 pounds. It's last time I bought one, it was almost $40 for the pizza, but man, it was good.
Lumpy's
It's
going
my
old
favorite.
school with Pizza Hut. I haven't had Pizza Hut in 20 years.
It's not as good as it used to be.
It really, I don't think it is either. They went like a saltier sauce or something. I'm not a fan of the sauce anymore.
I don't think they're using real cheese either. I don't think they use mozzarella. Pantera's hunk. Oh man, this is so good. I'm just That's my store that I used to go to in O'Fallon. There's one in O'Fallon, Missouri, one Fallon, Illinois, and one downtown St. Louis somewhere.
I don't know how big a chain it was, but there was a place that was based out of Madison, Wisconsin, called Rocky Rococo's, and they had really good pizza too. But the franchise folded. The original that looks good. The original
Oh,
is
so good.
still in place. And I think they got a couple little ones, like satellite stores around it within Madison. Mexicali, hey George, Jorge, what's going
Hiya,
on?
George. I just watched him on a video. What was that?
Yeah,
We
he
just
just
want
did
to
a
be sure.
live yesterday. Was it a live? No, I don't even
Yeah,
remember. I just watched it
I
yesterday.
watched it after the fact though. Sometimes I don't get to it when it's live, but then I watch it afterwards.
That's me
But
all the time now. Ever since they put Spy Cam, 3000 in my truck, I can't, I can't be on my phone at all. I can't even touch it because the camera will pick it up and send the alert to the
oh,
office saying that I was on my phone. So the phone just
well,
lays
that's
there.
stinky.
Yeah, right. So
You used to be on it all the time.
I know, it was easy
That's
just to hit a live and let it sit there.
well,
And if I was at a light or something, I could type something in real quick just to let people know I was there and whatever. But I can't even look at I try not to even pick it up, much less use it. So
at the auto plant that I worked, it was real loud. So you always had earbuds, but you were allowed to put a music earbud in one ear. And I used to just listen to podcasts all day long, or not podcasts, but like live streams and stuff. And then this basically becomes a podcast.
Right.
You know, I just put it in my back pocket and would play them all day long, and that's how I used to live, off of it, listening to people talk about things.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it passes the time. I don't know. It's kind of irritating, but what can you do? I can do nothing. I mean, if they said if I cover the camera, if I alter the camera at all, or that's a fireable offense. So, hey, Foxy, I'm gonna let them do whatever they're doing, and I'll just leave my phone on the seat next to me. So I won't be around as much as I was until they realize that this is a waste of their money and they pull it.
I don't know why places of work always seem to do things to make things worse.
Right. I mean, because there's no way this is going to be financially sound. I can't imagine. Right. I mean, this has got to be costing them millions of dollars. Because the last number I heard, which may or may not be true because it's just hearsay, but it was like 40 grand a month for just storage of all the different video, because it's company wide, so it's not just my truck. It's 1,000 trucks, maybe 2,000 trucks.
Yeah, we had them in our garbage trucks in St. Louis. They were union. They were in our local, and they had them all.
Yep, I haven't changed everything though. This is probably too much information for most of you, if not all of you, but when you work outside all the time, you don't always have a bathroom available, so you just open the door, and go alongside the road. So whoever's monitoring my camera is getting an eye full every couple. Hello, fine people.
Are you driving while you do this?
No. But it records regardless. Yeah, I think what they told, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but they said it's not really it's recording, but not, nobody's monitoring it unless it goes off, unless you do something like pick up your phone, or you speed, or you blow through a light, or you turn right through a stop sign without coming to a full stop, that kind of thing. Like the other day, I got one that said, rolling stop detected. Beep, 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 beep. Rolling stop detected. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, oh man, yep, you got me.
Gosh. Oh, there's Jenna. Jenna P.
Jenna P.
I thought about her and Stephen P. last night.
Did you dream about him again?
No, I just thought about them. I ate their very last chocolate thing that they gave me for Christmas. They gave me a whole lot of yummy candies and stuff because they were my secret. Stephen was my secret Santa, and they gave me these ball things that were like a chocolate ball that had filling in them. And when I first started eating them, I thought they were horrific because it felt like I was just eating chocolate covered butter. But then I got addicted to them, and now I love them. It's terrible, but I was only eating one every other week to conserve them as long as I could.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no way the cost outweighs the benefits, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't own the company. It's their truck. They can do whatever they want. I know some of the guys were a little bit put out, but I'm like, what? Well, if they want to watch me picking my nose and scratching my eye and doing whatever it is we do behind the wheel, whatever. Go ahead.
At our factory, because there was some gun violence at our factory and stuff, what they did was we used to have a scanner, and we would scan our badge to get clocked in. Well, they made it so you had to put your fingerprint on it. So everybody had to touch the same thing. Oh, that was annoying as all heck. And then it wouldn't work half the time. And there'd always be a line at the boss's door because they were the ones that it didn't work. And then, so if there wasn't a boss around, you had to find a boss or page one to tell them that you were there on time over the pager. Oh, it was terrible.
Yep.
I'm so glad I don't work there anymore in some ways.
Right.
That
With your
was
own
one of
life.
the things I hated was clocking in.
Yeah, there's a company out here that they require you, and I'm not even sure why this is, but instead of punching a clock, the phones that they issue, they require you to take a picture of yourself at the start of the day, at the end of the day, and it does something.
Oh,
It does something so it clocks you in, clocks you out. It's like their version of the time, the old fashioned, kind of thing.
mhm. Well, I wouldn't mind it just taking a picture of me. That'd be kind of cool. They had video cameras also of us when we would go in, but they would never consider looking at the video to see if somebody didn't, wasn't there on time.
Right.
It was just to help them. It was annoying.
Well, it was
But
for security. Might make it if they had a theft or something. I'm sure, right? They could go
one
back and
really,
look.
yeah, or a terrible accident.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like
Right.
this lady got her hair stuck. This is in one of the Detroit plants. She got her hair stuck in the line, and all along the line. I mean, this line has to be able to move thousands of pounds, so it doesn't stop for really anything, unless you pull the line. So they have this yellow line that's fluorescent yellow that goes all the way along it, and then one on the floor, so you can pull either one. If your fingers or something. This woman's hair got caught in it, and she let her head go all the way to the roller, and the line, they said the string was against her face that she could have just pulled. She let herself get scalped.
Ouch.
It just pulled her hair right off her head, or like her everything right off her head. But one time
God.
I turned it off
And that
by
won't go
getting
back.
stuck on my belt buckle. Oh, that was a skin transplant, probably. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
horrific. And then so they made us start to wear. You had to wear rubber gloves or cloth gloves everywhere in the factory because we had to be safe.
And babushkas. Keep your hair
It had
back.
nothing to do with it. Yeah, well, I always wore a bandana, so I never even thought about it. I don't know if they made people wear things on their heads. You weren't allowed to wear rings because
So it could
if
get
your
hung
ring
up.
gets caught in there, yeah, it'll take your whole. I think it's called degloving,
Yep.
where it just takes all
Well,
the meat right off.
right. A full deglove is when it grabs you. You like a. I've heard it when a shark grabs you and just pulls, just pulls
Ugh,
everything right off like a glove. So yeah,
yeah.
but you can do it with just a finger or whatever.
So men would wear their wedding rings around their necks instead.
Yeah, that's even better. Or if it grabs that, it just pulls your head right into the machine.
Well, normally everything's so much lower. Like literally, I set the thing off once because it got hooked. My belt buckle got hooked on that yellow wire. Because somehow I was bending over and the wire got stuck between my belt buckle and me. And when I stood up or walked backwards, it pulled the line because it only takes
Oh.
a little bit to pull the line. And I shut the whole line down. Because they have monitors that say where it got shut off, so they can run straight to the person that got hurt.
Right.
And they kept running to me, and it's like, I don't know. And then they figured out your belt buckle must have done it.
I am looking.
Oh well.
I don't know how to do this on my. Oh, right there. Maybe.
Oh, but so we were talking about grail fish or
Yeah.
bucket fish.
Bucket fish. So let me do something just real quick here, if I can figure it out.
Sorry, I derailed us for
That's all right.
30 minutes about pizza and work.
Dude, you want to get me talking for 3 hours? We can talk about pizza. I mean, that is my kryptonite for sure. Share screen. Share screen. And there. So I don't know what this is going to do to us, if it's going to push us to the side or cover over us.
Or actually over here, probably. Yep.
This right
Oh,
here,
wow.
this is not a new design, but I did one for the women folk who might want a shirt that don't want a t-shirt. So my wife likes the sleeveless stuff, and I thought, well, I'll buy her one just so that she can say she has one. Because every now and again she says, "I wish I had a shirt," but I think she's talking about the t-shirt, because I ordered this and then she said, "You bought me one of those already."
Uh-oh.
I'm like, "What? When did I do that?" She goes, about a year ago. I'm like,
well, why isn't
yeah,
she wearing it so you recognize it?
right. So anyway, long story short, I have a large still in the package that looks just like that for anybody interested in a large. I guess we could just play a game or something, or number or something. What do you think? Should I
We
just
can
pick a
do.
number?
Yeah, I have a random. I can roll dice and do this, and you pick the number. No,
Well,
that doesn't make sense.
no,
I can.
they would have to do like what are your numbers? I mean, how from
Well,
what to what?
I can roll 100-sided. It's a Dungeons and Dragons thing, so it can roll 100-sided dice.
All right, let's large, yeah. So yeah, Alishon, you're out. It's unfortunately it's very specific because it's something I already ordered and I don't need, so I will give it away to anybody who wants it. If you are a large sized person, Danikin, what's going on, dude? We can go ahead and do it.
Okay, let me.
Cat House is already on it.
Oh wow, we can even do 1,000. There's a dice that's supposed to be 1,000 dice.
Well, let's see. There's only 45 of us here. Do you have one that can do 50?
Yes. Well, I got one that does 30. It goes a D30 to a D100.
All right, we'll do 100.
Now, is this like the Price is Right where you can't go over, or can anything work?
No, it's got to be the number, and it's the first one to make sure. I know Primetime Aquatics does it this way, so it is possible. But check your chat. Make
Yeah.
sure you're on all the chat, not just the top chat. And then give them like I don't know, 5 minutes or something here to get it in. 1 to 100, if you want.
So this would be 84 because the first one is the 100, like the tens, and then this one's the fours.
The
This
one.
in
Okay, I
Dungeons
get
and
you.
Dragons, the ones. So that would be a 2 and a 6. So that's a 26.
All right. Don't confuse people.
27.
So I'm going to put it our little cursor right here on Cat House.
And what will
anything
maybe
below,
what we could
anything
do?
above that. Oh wait, pick a.
We'll just keep rolling till we get one of the numbers.
Right.
Should I write these down?
Just no, I got it. I got the first number of guest highlighted. I can just scroll.
Yeah, but
from there.
just to remember the numbers. Okay. So Sketty, oh, she got her stuff from me. That's awesome. On her birthday.
Nice.
Really
How about
cool.
that?
Yeah. Now, what does Shady have as his picture?
Shady. I can't even find Shady. Where did Shady go?
Shady Grady. It looks like it's a cartoon dog or something. One above that, Dee Dee.
Yep, I can't make it out. It's too small for my old eyes.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I've got to get my eyes checked so bad. Hey, Mike B. Mike B is the newest member of my show, our channel. Thank you so much, Mike, for doing that. You're awesome.
Mike B. What is he doing here? Trucker hat. Oh, yeah. Oinky put in the trucker hat. I got those too.
Oh, she wants a trucker hat?
No, she just posted a link to it.
Oh, darn it. I'm not on YouTube, so I can't make the post or the things work. I need to log on so we got one more viewer and a like. If you haven't hit the like button, please do, because Whip is a neato dude.
A neato.
Neato. That's another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and get a burrito.
Uh-oh. Is this somebody new that they should know? That they changed their name? What is MITB?
MITB LLC. Is it Melvin?
I don't know.
Who is that?
That is a new one for me. But
they
hello.
know Eric because Eric is so neat.
And they know who Sketty is.
And now I'm going to look at this hat. Oh, mine went to stickers.
It is Melvin?
Is it Mel?
Yeah.
Hi, Mel.
Melvin. Okay, friends.
I wish I could send you a radio.
Have a great day. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, Doc.
Bye, Dr. Anthony.
I'll keep working on him to get you your guppies.
Yeah. I wonder what Dr. Anthony's doing today.
Foxy, I don't know. That's next week. What am I doing? I feel like there was something going on. But I might. If I don't have anything going on, I'll definitely go. All right. I think we should roll until you get one of the numbers that are up. Hey, Bluefish.
Okay. Here it goes. Now, does anybody have the same number as somebody else?
I don't think. There's so many numbers to pick from, and not too many people can utilize the large. What do we got?
20. I think that's a 9. Is that a 6 or a 9? That's a 6. So
the dot is at the bottom.
Okay, 26. Boy, it feels like we just had it 26.
I got a 47, 37, 12, 13 for Lori, 25 for Lori, 87, 67, 75, 42, 51, 45, 66, 13, and then the last one that just came in, 37. So no. Do it again.
Oh, don't pick 37 because that's what Dee Dee has.
Oh, yeah.
So
43?
63.
63.
Was there a 63?
Nope, there's a 67. Keep guessing, folks.
Hi, Sue Ann.
Sue Ann.
Okay.
We're trying to give away a large shirt that is up on the screen right now.
73. 73. I don't think I heard a 73. Did you?
Nope, I did not. 75.
Here's a 20.
Just a flat out 20. Nope. Shady's trying to
24. Was there a 24?
That's already been picked. No.
He didn't think this would take this long. Here's an 80 or 8.
Just a plain 8? Nope, that ain't up there. Nobody.
I didn't see any singles. There's 82.
82.
This is probably the most efficient way of doing a giveaway. There's 20. Was there a 20?
Nope. You know what? Let's just
A 70.
do it the old-fashioned way.
63?
Oh, there was a 63.
Ew.
That I think that was where'd it go?
Oh, Shady has a
80.
63.
Yeah. So Shady, if you want it, just send me your email, your address on an email. I'm at thereal.whips. No, what am I? Therealwhips.world@gmail.com. Therealwhips.world@gmail.com. There you go, folks.
Awesome.
So, grailfish. That took
Got
way
it on the
longer than
one
we
that we're
needed.
giving up on.
That took me 10,
That was
11
a
minutes. Tell them again what your grailfish is. I got to go get some coffee. My throat is. I feel like
my grail fish is the Amazon Molly. I'd really like to get one of those, but mainly just for learning and education for kids and people because it's such a bizarre fish how it only keeps its own DNA. But oh man, there's so many fish that I would love to own for myself. I think I would love to have uh is it a Mediterranean goby? Is that what they're a Mandarin goby? I'd love to get a Mandarin goby someday.
saltwater.
Yep, it's a
Yeah,
saltwater guy, but you can't just get them because you have to have those little bugs living in your sand and your rocks. There's like these little things that eat the stuff in the sand in your off your rocks. They're little black bugs, and they're aquatic ones, and they just happen naturally by getting like a piece of coral or something. But you have to let them grow for about a year in your fish tank before you can have just one goby be able to eat them or mandarin because that's all the mandarins eat are those little things, and so you don't want them to starve to death.
right. That's
So
kind of the problem with. I mean, not that there are many people's, if anybody's, grailfish, but autocyclists, aren't they? I mean, they come to you half starved already, and if you don't have a fairly substantial algae growth in your tank, they're really hard to get back to health and not die on you.
well, what this is what I've been told, and it's been years since I heard this. So once they've been starved, there's like a point of no return with them.
Moose is here.
And so most of them die after they've been starved. And the problem is at PetSmart, they don't allow any algae in their tanks. So most of their auto cats starve. So don't buy your auto cats from PetSmart. Buy
Nope.
your auto cats from your local fish store. And
Yeah.
when they're up against the glass, they have this little round belly. And you can tell they're healthy if the little round belly is like outwards. Like you know those pop things that you can pop that kids pop now, they're like rubber. They're a fidget thing, but they pop them back and forth. I don't know if but if you see it popped in, they're emaciated and they're probably going to die because they just don't come back
Right.
from it.
That's been my experience as well, and I know other people have talked about that. They're a tough fish to come, to get them back once they've gone into that sunken belly mode.
Yeah, they're like $2.99 at PetSmart, and you can buy them at your local fish store for $4. A dollar more. Even if it's $5, it's better because they'll live. I've got auto cats that have lived for a long, long time downstairs. They were all from my local fish store, Aquatic Aesthetics.
Shady, it is the real whips WHIPS.world@gmail.com.
Now, who just said they love green beans?
Uh, that was just below that, I think. Where did I see that at? Where they don't love them, but the autos do.
Yeah. Well, that's
Boy, I
what
can't see that.
PetSmart needs
Hey,
to be
DJ.
dropping in. So if you see a PetSmart that actually feeds them something, because I have seen PetSmarts that give oranges and different things like that to their fish. So
Morning, Ross.
maybe there's somebody out there taking care of them.
Maybe
Was it Mexicali? Is Mexicali here?
he was. I doubt he stuck around, but he might be listening. You know that 11 minutes of pick a number between 1 and 100, and only 3 people are playing. It kind of derailed the show a little bit.
Sorry, we'll work on that. We'll
Yeah,
work
right.
on it. The thing from fish fam links is really easy to do. So we could have just popped that, and that probably would have been better.
Yeah.
There's Mexicali.
Hey, buddy. I thought for sure you were going, hey, I'm out.
We ought to have all these. Maybe next week we need to find out what the people out there's grail fish is.
Well, I've been
And then-
asking, and a couple people have said it, but not too many people are maybe they don't have a grail fish, or that maybe they already have their grail fish.
Now, mine for the longest time was the daisy rice fish. Took me a while to get. And then I did a stupid thing. I put 2 fish that weren't quarantined into that tank,
Oh no.
and it killed all but 2 of my daisy rice fish in the whole colony, because I had a colony going for probably 3 years, and then Foxy Fish sent me like another 12. So I had like probably 45 of them in there, and I bought 2 male guppies, and I didn't want them mixed breeding with any of my guppies that I lined, so I just put them in with the rice fish, saying, "Oh, they'll be fine in here for a couple of days while I set up a perfect breeding line tank," because they're beautiful, expensive boy guppies.
Right.
And they died, and all my rice fish died. Really?
Did you happen to see Ben Ochart's last video?
I saw the thumbnail, but I didn't see what it was in.
It was he didn't lose his big tanks, but he did the same thing. One of his grail fish is also one of mine, has been for a long time. I love the Starry Night. I want to do a Starry Night so bad. I just don't have anywhere to put him because unlike you, I don't have. What do you said? You said you had like 80 tanks or something silly.
I'm closing in on 100.
Yeah, geez, I couldn't even imagine. So I have 10 tanks total, and that includes my hospital tanks. So there's only so much room, and you can't just buy a fish, unless you buy it full size already and put it in with the bruisers that I have. So yeah, that may never happen. I don't know, but yeah, he lost. He bought a Starry Night, and they don't know if it brought something in. He has no idea what happened, but it basically killed everything in that tank, everything but the snails.
Well, speaking of Starry Light, I want the Star Night Pleco. I think it's the let's see. If it's the L172 Starry Night Pleco. No, that's a vampire Pleco. Well, I'll have to look up maybe it's a 184. I don't know. I'm terrible with those numbers. But I love it. Now, I got something very similar that I'm hoping to breed, and I actually like these more because they're plecos that are only this big. And they eat meat, so I feed them brine shrimp every night and shrimp pellets. And they haven't gotten any bigger than like 1.5 to 2 inches. but they have little white spots all over them. And I've got 6 of those guys. Oh, thank you, Ross.
What Ross said. Oh, 183. Yeah. But Danny says 163.
Well, it might be the Starlight Pleco. There we go. It might be that there's a couple of different ones that are classified as Starlights.
Yeah, it could be multiple
It's not the
versions.
best picture, but
Yeah, that's
the
cool, though.
spots are kind of blue. They're like a light blue, and it's not, the blue's not coming in on it. It looks more white there. But that looks an awful lot like what I've got, except all the spots are white. And they're little dwarf guys. And I really love having the dwarfs because they just aren't giant poop producers like the other fish.
Right. They just get gobbled up in my tank. So, Nano, I have a 150, a 210, a 150, a 120, a 90, and a 40 that's going to be a 65 eventually. And then I got a 90 upstairs. So, if that answers your question. Then I got a couple smaller, like a 29 and a 20 for my hospital / quarantine tanks. And I do have I have to count it because it's up and running, but I have a 14-gallon cube rimless that is leaking that needs to come down, but it's still there.
I've got a
You've
20-gallon
got
hospital tank, but
14,000.
it's been holding fish forever. It's not much of a hospital tank or a quarantine tank because I've been holding fish in it for ever growing them out.
That's what happens to me too. I bought 13, 12, 13, 14, something like that. Electric blue Acara that spent, oh gosh, I bet you 8 months in the quarantine tank because I was afraid to move them over because I've heard all these horror stories lately where people have lost an entire tank, and I'm like, oh man, they're doing fine in there. I hate to move them, but I had to move.
Oh, I remember what I wanted Dr. Anthony for.
Oh no, well he's gone now.
I know. Well, maybe you guys can help me. I was talking to Kenny last night and Danny before the stream, and we were trying to come up with the name of the feelers that are on Grammies. And what up?
They're not barbels, are they? Ah, no.
No, barbels are on their face. Unless they call those, because the Grammies have these really long little things that come out of their chest, and they're all real wiry. I tried looking it up online. I was just like the biology of a Grammy fish, and they talk about their lung and all that stuff. They wouldn't talk about their little feelers. Couldn't find it anywhere. And
Nope, nobody
people would
likes
ask
talking about
on
their little
Google.
feelings.
Yeah, well, people would say, "What are the feelers called on the Grammy?" And nobody knew.
And you still don't know?
So I have no idea what it is.
What are the feeler fins on? Oh, I'm going to butcher gourami.
I wonder if it's Labyyrith.
It just says,
Alishon might know. He's a pretty smart guy.
yeah, he just gave me a tip for a starry night that I can't keep, but I'll probably buy because I'm dumb that way.
Oh my God, John Mack's here.
John Mack?
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
He said Fu Manchu.
Fish Hippie's here too. So Alishon did answer modified pectoral fins is what he says.
I was wondering about that. just modified, so they don't have a special name.
Right.
Because they wiggle around and everything. They're all over the place.
Carrie LaPerry. I'm not familiar with that name either. Is that somebody new or somebody with a changed name?
I don't see a Carrie. Carrie
Johnny
what?
Mac. Carrie LaPerry.
Oh, Terry. Hiya, Terry. I like Terry's little fish he has in the window. His window.
Yeah. Too small for me, but I can see yellow and blue and greenish color.
Yeah.
So I guess that's about it. I guess if I were gonna pick one or two or three or four, I definitely want the Starry Night. I definitely want to try my hand at a silver cichlid. I think they reclassified them. They used to be like an Argentina something something. I'm terrible with the fancy names, but they are very gorgeous as well. I wanted to put one on either side for a while, like the black on that side and there's silver on that side, but I don't know.
Winky
I
just
have
said
too
no
many
specific
needs or
name.
wants. What's that?
Winky just said there's no specific name. Well, the Starlight Plecos, they're in a 55-gallon fish tank. That's what I want to put them in, to breed them in. And it's a 55. But I currently have a stupid red devil in there. That's like a jerk fish that destroyed other fish. So he's in timeout. He's been in timeout for almost a year. So, my mom's unveiling a new quilt. Oh, it's very pretty. Um,
Did she make it
but
or buy it?
she makes them all. She's a quilt president of her local quilting
Oh,
club.
there you go.
She hates it. Hates being the president, but she
Quirky.
doesn't.
I would never be mean.
She has a hard
I
time
was just
saying no.
wondering if that was somebody new or somebody with a new name. Well, I might be mean. If you're mean to me, then I probably will be mean to you.
Or if he likes you, he might eventually be mean to you too.
Ross, I don't think that's true. I Googled it the other day trying to find one, and they gave me a different name. Um, I I could be wrong because I am not exactly well versed in the ways of Google, but yeah, it gave me a whole different name. I could look actually.
I want to see what Moose says. The L129. That's the one bummer thing about not being down in the craft room, because I have two monitors to be able to do things with. Okay, here's a fish that I absolutely love. And it's weird that I'm going with plecos because I'm not a pleco guy, but I love the watermelon pleco. But it just requires such a big tank. Oh, he wants the blue phantoms. I was thinking once I learn how to do the
I'm wrong.
start breeding the other fish, I would try to breed either blue or green phantoms. The thing about blue phantoms is sometimes they start to lose their color as they get older. So I was thinking maybe green because I think the blues are neater, but I don't want to have bummers because I'm really good at getting the bad fish, the ugly fish.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
I know. My whole life, though, I go to a store with my buddy. We both buy something. All his will end up being beautiful DNA, and all mine end up being like brown, ugly.
Sorry, I don't mean to. I'm pulling a Rico here.
It's okay.
Just
A lot
trying to.
of
I know for sure that they were giving me another name, like a reclassification name. But now that I'm looking again, it's back to the Vieja Argentina or whatever you say that. That's why I just stick to silver cichlid, because I can say that. Boots and cats coming in
I
at
tell
the
you,
tail end.
one of the neatest fish tanks I've ever seen is James from Fish Room Fever. He has a tank filled with zebra plecos, and it is awesome seeing that many zebra plecos all together. Hi, Aquatic Gardens in.
I go with AGZ because Zenny's already taken.
AGZ.
AGZ. I'll probably screw that up
Aqua
too.
Zen. Well, I call her Lady Zen, so Aqua Zen. I mean, we honestly don't know. Aqua Zen, are you a boy or a girl?
I believe that is a male.
Okay. I have a beard hair in my mouth. That's no good. I had.
Does anybody know if John's going today? I know he had a little bit of a blowout. I saw on Facebook, so I don't know if he's going today or not. Is it? I
Did
don't
you
know.
get into a fight with somebody on Facebook?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and he. Hey, Tiffany
You know,
White liked one of my comments. No, I don't see him as going.
one thing is you got to have thick skin. When somebody says something mean to you about in the fish hobby, there's so many different ways to get from point A to point B. And somebody thinks there's only one way to get to Atlanta, but there's actually 80 ways.
You're right,
Just say okay. Don't fight.
man.
And it's
I'll tell you,
also good not to tell somebody they have to do something.
it took me a long time to not just learn that, but to actually practice it. And I still slip every now and again. I mean, unless it's like you or somebody that I actually respect that's giving me a hard time, I might take that more to heart. But if it's just some random dude giving me crap about something I posted, I don't care. But 20 years ago, well, couldn't have been 20 years ago. Was I on the computer 20 years ago? I might have been.
Probably. That was our
I
first
was
computer. So.
I was the classic definition of keyboard warrior. Man, I'm like, I will end you, if I can find you. I'm just so angry all the time.
And trolls don't bother me either. I had a troll yesterday on one of my on my PSA that I put out yesterday, and they said boring cough, and I told them thank you for coughing on my short, because it's just not. I don't take anything personal. Any comment is a good comment.
Right. Thanks for commenting. You just helped my algorithm.
Yep, I liked it and loved it, and then I commented back and liked it and loved it. So I just commented 5 times.
That's the way to do it.
Please find my stuff boring.
Aquagard says trolls are beautiful. I kind of have fun with it now. I try to.
I think YouTube must have done something with the sex trolls, because we haven't seen those much anymore.
Right? Although YouTube has now picked them up. I don't know how much, if you watch Reels or whatever Facebook says they are, like.
Oh, you mean Instagram?
No, Facebook. Facebook, I mean, there's full on, booby action going on.
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, can they put that on here? I don't know. Apparently.
I never go there.
I
guess I should be looking at my shorts there.
I use Facebook and I use YouTube. I have what's the other one? Instagram. But I forget to use it more often than not. And then there's Discord, which I forget to even log into like 10 days in a row.
Debs is here. I am not tech savvy. And the only place I know where to download the actual
Ads.
video is TikTok. So I have to find, if I do like my PSAs all are from TikTok, because I don't know how to download the video from Instagram to make, those little clippity clips. I should talk to Fishymon and see how he does it. He has wonderful video shorts that are really funny. But I know how to use the audio from all of them. I can pull audio all day long. I just don't know how to pull video. Is my weakness.
I got you. Yeah, I don't tick or talk, so I don't know how that all works. I just kind of put my foot down. I don't do any more. I mean, I could barely, like I said, I forget to use Instagram all the time. What would be the point of getting another social media that I ignore?
Yeah.
In
Well,
fact, I think I might even have an account. If you TikTokers out there look for Whips World, I bet you, or Whiplash. What is my email? My old email. Whiplash Forever. I think that was it. Whiplash Forever. If you search that, I probably am on there, but I have no idea what the password is.
I use TikTok to for their editing though, because they have really easy like how to edit stuff. Like I don't have very many likes or follows. I guess I have 348 followers. I'm up 36 since the last time I logged on, and then 2,300 likes. And it's just because sometimes I have to use like their bits. Like this I've got one with Taylor Swift. The only way I know how to get Taylor Swift on there is by using a TikTok.
Have you?
That's what all these are, is just the ones that I was working on editing for Facebook. Or not Facebook, for YouTube. I don't even know how to use the Facebooks very good either.
I don't really. I mean, Facebook was my go-to social media outlet forever until I found YouTube, and now I barely even go onto Facebook. So
I use Facebook for the chat, but I normally do everything on Instagram, and it says, "Do you also want to post on Facebook?" So I say yes. So everything I post on Instagram, I just automatically goes on Facebook.
nice. Well, geez, we still have 49 people in here. How are you entertaining that many people?
I don't know.
I can keep going if you want to keep going.
Isn't
You
this
want to go to
shirt
bed?
cool?
That is
No,
awesome.
after this, I'm gonna go paint my insides of my tubs.
Oh, you're gonna put that sealant on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna spray white fusion on the bottom, so when I harvest them in October, it'll be easier to catch the fish.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that conversation where you were talking about Flex Seal or Flexol or whatever that stuff was, and the rubber stuff too.
Yeah, let's see if I have normally I have a bottle or a spray can right next to me, but I honestly don't have a can of it near me right now.
You're just using the regular
Fusion.
Fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
the only
you
the
don't
only
want
thing
to put other
I
spray paints in.
see foiling that particular plan is algae. Like if algae grows
Yeah,
over it, it will kind of render it.
but you know what? I could scrub it off if I have to.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I've got the scrubber with the handle,
Hmm.
so if I have to, I'll just scrub it off. And because I use a dinner plate, I put a white dinner plate in there, and when they swim over it, I catch them quick.
Right.
It'd be a whole lot easier if the whole thing was white.
Right, and not just something this big.
Yeah, that's how I catch it. And then I just keep narrowing it down. I catch probably 95% of them at the very beginning. With the big net just scooping them off the top because they're all coming up for food, except for those few female pregnant mothers that are hiding.
Speaking of mothers, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there for tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, I got my mom a neat thing for Mother's Day. I got my original thing was a backfire. I thought she really needs a chair for her sewing room for when she's doing her work, her quilting. And I accidentally bought her covers for a seat instead of a seat.
Oh.
So I was tricked. They're really cute covers, but we're sending them back. But I was able to find an electric ice making machine that sits on the counter and makes you ice. I think the whole thing was $40. It's normally $150. But you can put
that's
juice in there.
Savings. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think what's happening is they're clearing them out because they probably have a new model because it's the same model that's been around for 6 years.
Oh.
So I bet you it's just a new model, but it has great reviews. So, but you can put juice in there or make any type of flavored ice cube you want. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Flavored ice cubes. That's a thing.
Yeah. Well, or you can just put food coloring in it and then have colored ice cubes. So, like for the Chiefs, I could have red ice cubes in all my drinks. But I probably still use cherry Kool-Aid because it's cooler.
What size tank, Coro? I mean, I know, what's his name? Josh at Metalhead Aquatics just did that 6 months ago or something. But I think it was on a 75 or a 90, so it was a bigger frame tank.
Metalheads are awesome. Now, are the Metalheads still doing their YouTube?
I mean, I think they're still doing YouTube, but it's very far and few between the videos. He's kind of moved on to doing mechanical stuff on TikTok because he was getting more traction over there. And I get what he's saying. He said he's kind of done everything. You know, he's just kind of rehashing old stuff that he's already got videos on. And he was just taking a break, you know, from that. Because I mean, he says, I feel like I'm just coming up here to talk about stuff that I've already talked about. So, yeah, I get that. I miss him though. I mean, he was one of the guys that I followed pretty religiously.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing about our Dungeons and Dragons because that went over his show on Mondays.
Right.
Or was it Tuesdays? Well, I play Dungeons and Dragons on Tuesdays and
yeah, it was Monday. Him and Scotty go at the same time.
Okay.
And then Scotty plays on Tuesday. So yeah, it was definitely Monday. And sometimes Saturday. Was it Fridays? I guess it was Fridays, right? Occasionally you do a Friday show. I didn't see if he answered. Yep.
There might be some weird news about Dungeons and Dragons, Whip.
I heard something's blowing in the wind.
Yeah, they might be going to a new rule book, which would be kind of quick from when they just did this one. See, normally they wait a decade, I think, before they make new rules, because then you got to buy new books and everything. And so, I don't know. It's kind of a bummer. But more people are playing ElfQuest than playing Dungeons and Dragons now. So.
Oh, so they're just reacting to that?
Well, I think so. And ElfQuest has really easy rules, so that's what they're doing. Because there are times when we totally question things, you know, like, can you do this or not? Or
right. I've been watching. Sorry, everybody, if this is way off target now, but I've been watching videos on, how to play whatever race you're playing, whether it's a half elf or an elf or drow or whatever. And it seems like everybody has a different way to do it. It's kind of like fish keeping, where there doesn't seem to be any one real good way or many good ways to build your guys. So.
Yep.
We're talking fixing fish tanks in the chat.
Yeah, that's cool. We should talk fish tanks.
Yeah, we should. Probably should. Yeah, I think I don't think the hardware stores offer the glass that's thick enough for a big tank, but you probably could get it for like a 10-gallon. I bet you can get glass thick enough at it for a 10-gallon, if that's what you're playing with. But really, why? I mean, you can go to
10 gallons so cheap.
PetSmart,
Just buy a new one.
You can get one for $10 on the half off sale.
If you're looking for the best way to get glass for something, look at this table. What's this called? When this glass that's been heated super hot, it's super strong. I can't think. You can't drill holes through it. It's been
glass lids, yeah, for sure.
Oh gosh, what's it called when the glass has been tempered?
Tempered
glass. Well, you can make mega-sized tanks from glass tables. If you're ever going to make a tank, if you can get a big square glass kitchen table that's been tempered, you can make a really cool fiberglass tank. With 2x4s and then fiberglass it all around it. You just have that one panel, and it's a really affordable way, because sometimes you can get tempered glass like from a table really cheap, because people are just getting rid of their table.
Right. You just can't cut it. You can't do any kind of modification to it, because then it goes.
So, but that's the cool thing, is that you're just making the box that it fits in to fit it. I've thought about doing that. Before I put the second fish room in for breeding, I was thinking about putting a giant tank that would be like a 1,500-gallon or 1,200-gallon tank.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just, like, the window would be into the living room. And then all the stuff would be in that spare room that I have all my, breeders in. And I would set up a filter system a lot like Joey used to have, where he had 50-gallon buckets, or 50-gallon buckets, tubs, whatever they are, and with the media in it, and just siphon it through. I was really thinking about doing that, and then I could actually have maybe a couple of the stingrays, because I'd love to have freshwater stingrays, but you gotta have such a big area. And then not Farrowellas, Farrowana. What are the striped blackish blue and white
Frontosa.
cichlids?
Frontosa?
Yes, Frontosa. I thought it'd be neat to have a tank of Frontosa.
I've got 2 red ones growing out in my quarantine tank.
Farrowellas always throw me off with the Frontosa.
I don't even know what a Frontosa is. Farrowella.
A Farrowella. Long, skinny catfish that eats green beans.
Oh. Okay.
They're cool. They like sand. They get about that long. And I'm probably mispronouncing the name, because I'm terrible with names.
Ah.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Babs, I'm right there with you.
Now, I wonder if spaghetti always is making it. Spaghetti Nonia, are you always eating spaghetti? Like, maybe it's turkey spaghetti on Thanksgiving. Friday is probably some type of fish spaghetti.
I'm guessing that Sketty eats pretty healthy, because She is a very small person.
But maybe she eats everything with spaghetti.
Spaghetti would get you looking like me.
Well,
If you eat it every day, that's a
yeah,
lot of pasta.
but whenever you overdo just one thing, you trim out the other stuff.
That's true. Okay.
It's like the Atkins diet, but instead of the Atkins diet, it's the spaghetti diet.
I know if you work hard enough and burn enough calories, you can eat whatever the heck you want.
I just
Remember
bought.
that guy from Cincinnati Bengals, Ocho Cinco, whatever his real name was?
Yes, Chad Johnson.
Chad Johnson. He used to promote eating at McDonald's every day. I eat at McDonald's every day. And look at me, and he's just ripped. And I'm like, yeah, but you're a high-end athlete that's just burning calories faster than you can put them in your body. So it doesn't really pertain to people like me.
Yeah, well, there's 3 body types, and he was the string bean body type. You know, the long, lanky one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the big, thick one, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm both. I'm skinny. I'm a fat man in a skinny person's body.
You got length and girth.
Whoa.
Oh boy. Well,
Why
I
so
just
many?
got some meat spaghetti. It's from a squash. No, a zucchini. It's called zucchini spaghetti.
Oh, is Melvin
Zucchini
leaving? Hey,
spaghetti
just
that's
came
turned
here.
into a spaghetti.
Spaghetti turns into spaghetti?
Well, no, a squash or a zucchini that turns into spaghetti, and it's real healthy.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
How many cats does Boots and Cats have?
One for every pair of boots.
Oh man,
Just
I
a
wonder
guess.
how many pairs of boots. You almost need 2 for every pair of boots, so that way you can put the cats in there to look real cute.
One cat with multiple boots.
My mom's cat, when she was growing up, was named Bootsy because all of its it looked like it had 4 little white boots. It was a gray cat, but all of its feet were white. That went up like this far.
Nice.
Yep. And I say growing up, she got it in high school. So I mean, I even saw this cat. I
You
think it
did
lived
not
like
see
20
it.
years. It became my grandma's cat. As my mom got married and then my dad got drafted into Vietnam and they had to go to Alaska when he got stationed, but luckily she was able to go with him. Not a lot of people got to go with their husbands to Vietnam or going to travel with their army.
Do they have to be matching boots, or can they just be random boots? For the cat's well-being, I would imagine they have to be matching.
I can't wear cowboy boots.
No?
Yeah, because my calves are too big. I've always had that problem. But I have some biker boots that kind of look like cowboy boots. Some Harley Davidson boots that are really
Yeah.
cool.
I just got some of those last year for Christmas. I got them for Christmas.
I
'Cause,
got them for my nephew's wedding because he was having a cowboy wedding. Everybody had to wear boots.
cowboy boots for me, I don't have a big foot, but I have a wide, like where the toes are, it's wider than it should be or something for the size of my foot. So I always have to go wide shoes and cowboy boots, unless you have them, custom made. They crush my, the balls of my feet together, and then it's just a pain. So.
Yeah, I have to get all my boots.
boots.
All my shoes wide too.
So who wants to come over and build me a fiberglass tank? Right behind me here. Right here. This space right here.
You could videotape the whole thing and make a video of it.
Yeah. This is how not to do it.
Oh, that's not nice. What if Jason from Primetime came over and did it?
Oh, well, then it would be different. But if it's me doing it, I can almost guarantee you this is not how to do it. I don't know that Jason's ever built a tank. I don't know if he's ever said.
You know, I was just thinking that as I was drinking it. Jason is a super, super smart guy, but I don't know how handy he is.
He's pretty handy. Like on his Harleys, he pulls them apart and puts on the new parts that he buys for him. He had Joanna's bike all tore apart. So he's handy enough.
He's mechanical. That's good.
Yeah. He's got the best of both worlds. He's really smart and he's handy.
I miss him and John. For about almost 4 years, I got to hang out with those two every Monday for like 2 hours while we did Aquashella meetings. And I miss that because that was fun hanging out with those guys.
Are you going to come up for Aquashella Chicago?
Nope.
I think you should.
They fired me, so.
I think you should come up. You can crash in my spare bedroom, and then we can just go up there together.
I was like ghost dumped.
I know.
They never even officially fired me. I wish, though, if I could go back in time for those 4 years, I wish I would have taken all the paychecks because I always donated them all back. And then a new general manager comes in and he doesn't care at all what you did.
Right.
You're just old news when a new guy comes in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When the old guy went out, they got all kinds of new ideas, and apparently social media is not one of them.
Yeah. Well, and George, I feel George was going to try to hook me up with a cool convention that he's involved with. And the whole time I kind of met Oinky and kind of forgot all about that until now. Sorry, George. I'm a jerk face. I got new priorities in my life.
You'll have that. Well, I think we're going to call it. I've been on here long enough. Normally, I only go an hour, so we've gone an hour and a half. I haven't seen a peep from John, my Fish Tanks Aquatics. So there might be a gap if anybody wants to jump up and do a pop-up. See you later, Quirk. But yeah, I will talk to you all later. I'm going to end it. And thanks for playing along in our horrible game of win the shirt.
No, it actually only took about 4 or 5 minutes. It wasn't bad at all.
So, all right. Well, hey, Kreger just comes in at the tail end. Well, we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.